Hello everyone, and welcome to Pikmin 2. Another year, another Pikmin game here on the Flow channel. I am Striker50 once again, here to run you through another playthrough on PNF 404. Pikmin 2 is probably my favorite Pikmin game. I don't know if it's my favorite, that would be crazy to say. But I do know this game extremely well, better than I know any other Pikmin game. So, I think this is going to be a fun, fast, maybe, well thought out, optimal playthrough. So with all those words I just spewed out, let us begin. Hocotate Freight is a long-haul deep space shipping company. One day, its only employee and any merit, Captain Olimar, crashed on an uncharted planet while on an interstellar vacation. There, he was aided by indigenous creatures, which he called Pikmin. In the end, Captain Olimar escaped, but in Olimar's absence, his employer, Hocotate Freight, ran into financial difficulties. Captain Olimar. Planet Hocotate. Got double rank. Hocotate Freight. It's one of the only times we get to see Planet Hocotate. President of Hocotate Freight and local employee Louis. Olimar, I'm so glad you're safe. Yes, very glad. Quite glad. But, sadly, I have an announcement that's not so good. Our company is going under. Yes, we're finished. On his first mission, Louis here met a ravenous space bunny, and his entire load of golden Pikmin brand carrots was eaten. I took an enormous loan to repay the debt from this loss. I decided to sell off corporate assets to repay the loan. And that includes our dealership. As for the rest of our loan, we have no means to repay it. Olimar, what is this? You brought that back as a souvenir for your kid? Louis' eyes. Things like Louis' eyes and the sound the president makes while gobbling up fake carrots are just like stuck in my mind. Just like, why did they animate that? Why did Louis' eyes bulge out like that? And this artifact is worth 100 Pokos. This thing worth 100 Pokos, that's more than a year's salary. What? There are more on that planet? They can repay our debt! Louis, you dolt! Look alive! You must depart immediately with Captain Olimar! We just got back and we're heading off. No time to waste when the planet isn't. I never realized the symbol on the side of the ship. Dodge the meteor this time. That's how it's done, Olimar. And look, it's Africa. The Valley of Repose.
Oh, fuck.
I love Louis looks at the camera. He's like, well, this isn't gonna be good. That was close. I have averted a crash landing, running diagnostics. Alert, danger, Louis is missing. He must have somehow fallen out of the cockpit. Wait, look! I recognize that sound anywhere. Could these be Pikmin? Use B to whistle them to our side. Damn, Olimar. Agile little man. You see, he like got as much height as he is in height. He jumped his body height. Throw Pikmin directly onto the small Bulbor's back, and they will instantly go down with no fight whatsoever. Zerk, I've just re-established my communication link with Louis. It is fortunate we have managed to confirm his safety. Press Y to commune with him. Louis. Oh, what's going on? Ooh. Super fine and dandy. Look at the imprint Louis made on the snow when he... I mean, yeah, he did faceplant. Playing Pikmin without a GameCube controller feels a little weird. I'm using the Switch 2 Pro controller. Louis, the odd object before you appears to be one of the one of the onions in Olimar's report, not one of the Olimar and Onions report. And we have rediscovered red Pikmin. Louis, this must be one of Olimar's Pikmin creatures. Press A to throw it. You can disband with X. Olimar's description of the creature resembles Pick Carrots, which was strikingly accurate. Louis, my sensors have detected drool in the corner of your mouth. Are you alright? He loves Pick Carrots. But this one wants to eat him! Run, Louis! Run for your life! Oh. I love this game. It's just silly and goofy. And who doesn't love a silly, goofy time? Damn, the plants cry when Louis punches the shit out of it. Alright, we don't got anything else we could do for the moment being, rather than collect some pellet posies. But if we come over here, we have a battery. The electric super battery power. Change from Duracell. How sad. Maybe I should have played Pikmin 2 on the GameCube. Nah, I've already started. I'm not restarting. I'm not restarting for some brand recognition, even though it's definitely funnier. Come on. You guys are taking too long. Hello! Almar loves doing these backflips. Did he backflip in the first game at all? I think he did. I think he did when he got his engine back, or rather when he just gets everything back. And does the flip and then it's the little... So now that we have 2 captains, we can disband with X. So yeah, still no more pellet posies. So we're gonna get the rest of our Pikmin going on this battery. We barely don't have enough to bring it back to the ship, but we will get the bull board back, and we'll have just enough Pikmin to do so afterwards. So I will just see you guys when all that stuff is done. And here we go, 280 Pokos, the Courage Reactor. With treasure like this, we will repay our debt in no time. Our first day of exploration has yielded our first treasure. We will be done in record time. That's the goal. I plan to do it as fast as possible, Mr. Ship. We shall end our first day here and report back to our president. His face will be surely joyous. So with a nice classic end of day sequence, let us be off and make our way towards day 2. Found 1 treasure. Gained 20 Pikmin. And we got some mail. You found your first bit of treasure. Fine work. Our future depends on your efforts. So check your treasure hoard regularly. I'll check in often. Keep up the pace. What a nice president checking in on us. For day 2, we're going to immediately hop back into the Valley of Repose, because we, of course, got more stuff we could do there. Alright, we're going to take out all our Pikmin, because why would we not? We got pellet posies in our base now, which is very nice. We got even more pellets. We got a 5 pellet. Still nothing down there, though. I think eventually a big 10 pellet might spawn there, or I might be talking straight out my ass. We already got more than enough Pikmin to lower that bag, which is very nice. We are timed now, so we don't want to be wasting too much time. But I am not really concerned. There's not much you could do really on the second day in the Valley of Repose. So you're more than likely to get everything done, unless you really take your time. Add the rest of the Pikmin we got on here. Smush this paper bag down. I'm trying to think, do we want to march, or do we want to throw? In Pikmin 1, you can't really throw that fast, but in Pikmin 2, you can. So I think I'm just going to throw directly onto the back. Yep, that was effective. I would dare say that worked. How many do we need for this thing? Alright, so let's... Actually, wait, no. We're going to... swarm this stuff. Did they get rid of a bunch of the tutorials in this game? Or maybe it is I swear when you approach this wall, there was like a cutscene. Little tutorial cutscene telling you about said wall. Alright, let's do a big swarm. As I said earlier, not really worried about getting everything done in time. Come on, guys, push it! Olimar, help him out! Yeah! Hey, there we go. We got the fence down. How could Pikmin destroy such a massive wall? Louis, did Olimar instruct you? Oh, yeah, okay. Yep, I did. I told Louis everything there is about commanding Pikmin, I promise you. But with Louis, let's move forward. Interesting. Warm air is welling up from inside this hole in the ground before you. What could lie underneath? What is wrong? You both show expressions of unease. Do not fear, the leader's group of Pikmin will join you. Okay, what? Do not fear, the leader's group of Pikmin will join you. So only the Pikmin in the leader's group will go into the cave. I will return any Pikmin outside of that group to the onion. Approach the hole and press A to jump in. Yes, unlike Pikmin 4, you do not get to choose the Pikmin you jump in a cave with the moment before you do. You have to be ready for these things and prepared, or else you're wasting time. Luckily, we had Olimar back at base ready to grab the rest of the Pikmin as they brought back the utter scrap. I mean, yeah, it is just a crushed can. Ho! Emergence Cave. Enter this hole with your Pikmin squad. Yes. Every time you enter a cave, the game automatically saves. So, if you have any major Pikmin loss in a cave, it's a pretty good strategy just to reset if you don't want to deal with the major Pikmin loss. Intriguing. My heart sensors indicate that this hole's interior is warmer than on the surface. Analyzing suggests danger lies ahead, but the promise of treasure is tantalizing. If you wish to check underground terrain, press plus to communicate with me. I am not just a ship, I am an all-purpose support pod. Here we are in our first cave of many, sub-level 1, and it's pretty simple. As the ship said, you could use plus to see a map, but you cannot see any parts of the cave you have not been to. But you can see where the exit is. We got some snowy bulborbs. Just gonna overwhelm them with my numbers, so even if we miss the back of them, it does not really matter. And we already got the bottle cap back. Spicy ginger ale. I think it was 7-Up in the GameCube version. Quenching emblem. Honestly, I'm like a little sad that there's not going to be all the brands for the treasures. And a little part of me is like, I really should have just switched to GameCube when I had that thought originally. But I've never played the Switch version of the game. I'm sure it's not different at all, but I've started and I don't want to replay about 30 minutes of gameplay. That's mainly just text and waiting. Although on Dolphin I could do it fast. No! How could you possibly consider this beast a treasure? Beasts are incompatible with my circuitry. I suppose I will store your findings in my hold. But I do not think beasts will be worth much. Yes, because we are underground, the enemies we bring back will be worth very little Pokos, but Pokos nonetheless. Like this citrus lump that is worth 180 Pokos. Yeah, it looks like those bulborbs are worth about 2. I think bosses are the most, and they're worth 15 Pokos, and again, not really much. I never understood what it was like that explore or that sound they used, like the da dun 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 na na na. It always just like it felt so sad, so melancholy, like I don't know, it always felt like a bad thing to me. It's like, uh-oh, you discovered the new thing. I don't know, is anyone else ever felt that way? Emergence Cave sub-level 2. And luckily for us, it is the final floor. I don't know why we're lucky about that. I guess because we don't need to be in the cave for long. Ba 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 ba. Scoop them up. And what is this? It's a shiny object. Half a globe. It's inconceivable that such an immense object has been buried here for so long. Design on the outer shell resembles the surface of the planet as seen from space. Perhaps this can be used for something other than salvage. But how will we ever lift it? I fear that even 100 red Pikmin won't be able to lift it. Alright, you doubt the skills of my red Oh. He was right. We need 101 red Pikmin, and we could only carry 100. If only there was something in this game that could carry more than its body weight. But alas, we don't know any such creature. Honestly, if we're being real. Like, if Olimar just, like, lent a hand. In Pikmin 4, you get the, You can get the treasure to allow, the captain to help carry. He can carry exactly one. But anyway, we've discovered something new. A flower that blooms in the cave. In a snowy landscape, nonetheless. The Pikmin look like they... the Pikmin look like they yearn to be thrown into the flower. The children, they yearn for the candy pop buds. We throw 5 Pikmin into the buds. That's all that can take. And let us pluck our newly found purple Pikmin. Okay, Olimar, stop throwing Pikmin and pluck. Yes, we have our newfound purple Pikmin. They are very strong fighters and very good at carrying things. They won't do it fast, but they will do it 10 times their strength. And over here, we have a geyser. I don't know why I said that so. A geyser. We have a geyser. Look, it's a geyser. Outstanding! Water shooting out of this geyser with incredible force. Sensors indicate it has enough power to launch you to the air. Approach it with A to try. Yes, this is our way out back to the surface when we are ready to leave the cave. And you know what? We are going to do it. I know what you might be thinking. Zach, Striker 50, Mr. Striker, you forgot the treasure. Well, don't worry, I have a plan. We are coming back to the cave. I like to do 2 run-throughs through the emergence cave to double the amount of purple Pikmin we get when we go on to day 3. I don't know if it's really that good of a strategy. You have successfully returned to the planet's surface. Excellent. And we are back on the final floor with purple Pikmin. And now we could show off. We throw purple Pikmin. They have a homing dive, don't they? They have a homing dive, and they also can stun enemies with their thud. They are very strong fighters, and we will be utilizing them to their full ability to minimize Pikmin deaths in this playthrough. Let's get all the Pikmin we can on this, besides 10. Alright, they'll get that back, and we shall take our 10 Pikmin and move forth. And we got the treasure back at perfect timing. 200 Pokos! The Spherical Atlas! There is a device resembling a microchip embedded inside the sphere, retrieving data. Error. I could only decode a portion of the data, but I did retrieve new geographic charts. I impute this data into my planetary database and name it the Sphere Chart. Now that we have this new data, you should be able to explore decoded territory tomorrow. That all sounds very nice. Listen closely. You hear that sound? That means there are no more treasures left in the cave. We have found everything we need to find. And I guess they also brought back a corpse by themselves. We got 20 purple Pikmin now. Let's leave the cave and never come back. I love the delayed. And now that all that is done and dusk is fastly approaching, it is time we bid farewell to the Valley of Repose for the day. Olimar and Louis, since you will explore a new area tomorrow, today's work is done. What? You still want to work? Unacceptable! You must not realize it, but you're exhausted. You should take a much-needed rest, as you have all the time you need to collect treasures. Haste makes waste, so take it slow and steady. Those are good words to live by. The life is very long, and you have many days to do what you need. So take things bit by bit, and all will be done well. We left no Pikmin behind. You can't leave any Pikmin behind on day 2 unless you really try. Maybe I really don't think you can. We've got a quite bit more treasures than last day. Defeated 14 enemies. Baby steps first, Olimar. Plan well and don't worry about me. Our debt is with Happy Hocotate saving and loan after all. Besides, there's nothing left to repose. Haha! Repose. To repossess. Haha! Oh, President Hocotate, you are truly a figure. And we have unlocked the Awakening Woods. Next time on Pikmin 2, we explore the Awakening Woods.